Welcome to Sleepless in Japan. I'm Lit Roots, and I'll be taking you on an after-hours tour of Tokyo, walking from quirky Akasaka to the party district of Shinjuku, just as the city's wildest night stumbles to a drunken close in the early hours of Saturday morning. Brace yourself, I'll do the hard work, you just sit back and enjoy. But before we start, let's just take a quick dive into a jet-lagged mind. I was trapped in a bottle. It was like a snow globe, but it was actually just a plastic bottle. Then my boss, who was my wife, but was actually neither, I know, started drinking from the plastic bottle. I panicked, I jumped, and then alarm, 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 alarm. What a hellish noise to wake to. I was now dazed, confused, and not entirely sure what was going on. I got dressed in a groggy half-trance, and I didn't know if I was awake, dreaming, or recently recycled. But in the name of commitment, I stuck to the walk. I wanted to share it with you. You're welcome, you ungrateful bastards. Just kidding. You're not ungrateful, just bastards. Again, jokes. Anyway, on I went. Okay, so it's 4:30 in the morning. I am a mentalist. I'm going to go and face the Tokyo nighttime and see what type of chaos is going on out there. I'm going to walk from Akasaka, near the metro station, and I'm going to walk from there heading into Shinjuku. So, quick thing before we get started on this walk, you're going to see me popping up every now and again in this corner. Why, I hear you ask? Just see it as commentary for a slightly traumatized guy who's recovering from a plastic bottle dream. Happens to the best of us. Besides that, look at the bloody state of him. He's all over the place. He's jet-lagged, disorientated, and getting facts and names wrong. For example, throughout this video, and it's going to get your goat like it does mine, he keeps referring to Shinjuku, where he's walking to, as Shinjuku. I mean, come on. But I'm going to forgive him for that, because he is out his face on different time zones. Anyway, I'll be popping up every now and again to correct that stupid get. Still a nice wee restaurant there. And there. It's nice and quiet as well, which is quite nice to see the streets in such a quiet way, you know? Especially when you're walking up, that looks like it's a little nice hidden whiskey bar. Still a few stragglers floating about. There's a couple there. There'll be a few folk, I think, saying it's wasted. Might be doing that an understatement. But they seem quite content in their wastedness, which is quite nice. It's nice to see such quiet roads. It's pretty chilled, actually. I mean, for this time of the day, there's still a little bit of action, but otherwise it's pretty chilled. This shop looks like they seem to enjoy these, putting everything on these sort of plates and displaying it. Yeah, the whole plate thing. If you want to make money in Tokyo, sell these plates. That seems to be where the cash is. Get yourself a nice little plate business. Make yourself a whole barrel load of money. And you'll be happy. Now, I did introduce including a shrine on this walk. But my own Google Maps tells me that the shrine is not open at 4:30 in the morning. I know some of them, and when I do the Kyoto video, the shrines are 24 hours, so that'll definitely make a bit of a difference between two. Getting the last of the stragglers obviously floating a bit. They are probably some of the famous salarymen. Didn't want to say it too loud in case they're offended, but I don't know how aware of that you are, but it's like a Japanese culture where businessmen basically work a ridiculous amount of hours and they party hard. Don't think they've really got time for their families or really not much else apart from work, drink. And I may reference them again because we might find a few of them floating about. They're pretty famous for sort of lying about the streets and being in a bit of a sort of gutter situation. So let's have a look at where we are and see if we can see any more interesting things in front of us. Okay, so we still got the last few of the stragglers floating about. You know what is quite nice? It doesn't seem to be many of the things. Like, if this was in the UK and there was drunk people floating about, that'd be all over the street. So the street's actually been kept quite clean. It's quite cold this morning. You're looking at, it's about 1 degree and we're just at the start of January. A few big buildings around. This area is a fantastic area for transport links. I would definitely recommend, if you're going to be staying in Tokyo, this is quite a good area. You can walk to Shibuya, you can walk to Shinjuku, all from Akasaka. So it's all quite easy access. In fact, there's 3 metro stations. It all connects up. You can get there, you can get to Shinjuku in, I think it's about 15 minutes or so.
Surprise! I told you I'd pop up again. Anyway, I just wanted to give you an idea of exactly where he is at the moment, because he's not mentioned it. We are just leaving the Akasaka area, and we're entering the area next to Akasaka Palace and the grounds there. It's basically dark lanes. There's not much happening, so I will streamline it forward through this section. But before we do that, let's quickly switch to high-tech map mode and see exactly where I am right now. I'm here and I need to go there, so I've got quite a bit to go. So let's get moving with this. Right, stop. This footage is really quite boring, so I need to do something to spice it up a bit. Let's go manga. Be rude not to stop at the highlights. So here is a McLaren shop, a F1 McLaren supercar shop in the middle of the town. Amazing. Next, police officer. Man, this place is patrolled heavy. let's go off piste a bit. See what the chat is through here. It's a little bit more residential here. Look at that, I wonder what's in there. That is, it's like a sword society or something. It looks amazing. Right, the Mango cartoon fun's finally over, and we're back in the real world at the lanes of Shinanomachi, named after noble samurai settlers. And where better to start that honour than outside a Hichochu Shijuichu French restaurant. He thought it was some sort of secret ninja dojo. Well done, son. Let's see what else he gets wrong. I'll translate what that is later. 24-hour parking. You should need it. I think now people are starting to wake up a bit. 5:05. Streets are so clean. I don't want to be too noisy because I don't want to wake people up. These scooters are everywhere as well. I'm probably going to have to hire myself one of these. See what the chat is with them. I love these little houses. One thing I did notice on the train just from Narita to here, we took the Skyliner, and there's something quite nice about seeing. Actually, this is going to sound weird, but I know what I mean. There's something quite nice about seeing people's washing hang out, you know, where it just sort of shows the place is kind of alive. This is such an interesting building. I have no idea. Is it a church? Is it a house? I literally do not know what the heck that is. It seems lovely. These wee streets have all got the wee mirror on the corners so that you don't slam into someone. Oh, that's just what I was saying about the washroom being outside. Shows like a human element, like shows just life going on where it otherwise just looks like there's nothing happening, you know. Obviously I've not got a clue where I am, but that's half the fun of walking about these streets at this time. You can kind of just get lost inside them, and you know, let's see them go. You see that? But yeah, it's busy to see the least, so actually I think I should be going that way. Yeah. Can't remember what I was saying there. Basically, it's nice to get lost. Gives you a childlike state in Japan because you can't read the signs, can't see any of the. Yeah, you've no understanding of physically what's going on. So it puts you in that kind of baby-like state of not being able to understand reading, writing, all the stuff that's going on around about you. So, also, hopefully we'll go near this as well. Just yet. Okay, bye. Early morning meal, run through. The mailman. Buildings are starting to get taller again. Everything's starting to just look that little bit bigger. The postie is still on his wee route, being busy as normal. He must be tired actually for such an early start. I feel like I'm doing a wee docu on the postal service, which is one of the best in the world, I'm sure. Now we're going to go to, I think I should be crossing here. I'll cross it next. Oh no, I've missed the green. This is like a disaster if I miss this green light. Literally. I've still got it. Still got the green. I'm not want to wait 20 minutes again. Oh. Yes. That's like a small victory in life, that. If you can make it before having to stand about for 20 minutes. Oh, see, every part, there's nothing, look. There's nothing here. There's nothing here, there's nothing here. And I'm, oh yes. I mean, what kind of luck? I'm going to put a lottery ticket on, I think now. Luck is changing. So, for better. Now, we're walking up here and we're definitely starting to get closer to Shinjuku. You can see it's starting to get a bit busier. Actually, I say that, I've still got about a 20-minute walk, but there's definitely more life about the place now. You can see, you know, there's a lot more things happening. Some nice buildings here. Wee bridge walkways and whatnot. It's a pretty straight walk up here for 20 minutes or so. I have to say, it's a big police presence. A big police presence up here. You know what? Why? I didn't want to film them, you know. Oh God. I'm gonna jaywalk a bit. I've got so many pending fines now if this footage ever gets seen. Well, let's live on the edge a wee bit, eh? This is only one of the really busy parts of the city, but right now you can just almost hear a pin drop, you know? Which is actually quite nice. That's why I always, I've still got jet lag, and these walks are great for any jet lag. I had the same in Bangkok, same here. I'll have the same in Shanghai. Still adjusting to the times. Each time it keeps getting pushed. Just when you start getting used to one, you get the other one. So you're slowly getting used to each of them. Just now it's another tour, so I don't know what he was shouting at. But let's see. So we're coming up on this road. It's one of the Shinjuku stations. I'm not sure exactly what station it is. If I look at my handy map, it'll tell me. Seeing as Mr. Knowledge of all things Japan is just about managing to walk in a straight line without getting hit by a taxi or God knows what, I'm going to step up to the plate and give you a little bit of historical insight into this area. 90% of this area was flattened in 1945, and underneath it there's a vast network of tunnels and shopping centres and government bunkers. Apparently you could walk for 30 minutes and never see daylight or the same shop twice. Oh, and there's also Hamburger Will's, an incredible burger place. No idea who Will is, but clearly he's doing the Lord's work. Anyway, let's get back to the walk. We are entering the Shinjuku area. Couple of wee stores. Those ones are closed actually. Oh. It's the first ones I've seen that are actually closed. So. There's also a few good walks in different parts of the city. There's the Shinjuku station.
Wait, he said Shinjuku right. That's worth a replay.
There's the Shinjuku station. But again, it's all about effort. You've got to at least make a wee bit of effort with it. Looks like a burger bar. I can start hearing more. There's a nice wee street up there as well. And I'm doing it legal. So all the stations are open anyway. Morning is bonus. The gyms are open. The bin men are in full effect here. I love just watching a city wake up, you know. Just seeing the sights and seeing them when there's no stream of people is always quite nice, you know. Makes a nice difference. We've got 11 minutes before we get to our destination, which is Godzilla. But it's actually Don Quixote. Or the donkey. I'm not sure where the name derives from, but here's a bit of information on screen about Don Quixote and what it's all about, and where it started. And then you'll at least have a better idea for seeing this and knowing about it than I do, which is always a nice bonus. So we can see from each of that, there's a wee ramen place open there. A lot more food places open. But getting closer to the station, and then closer to more sort of drunk people as well. It's a nice bit down there. You can see it for there. We've got now some merry people. Yeah, these streets there's a definite more wasted feel to the place now. A lot more staggering, a lot more double steps, a lot more sort of singing in the background, which is still good for this time of day. 5 AM, it's still quite impressive. Still got it, you know. So we can see. Hello, gents. There we go. There we did. We'll go there. They're no camera shy anyway, that's for sure. They like a wee bit of banter. Wait for the lights. But obviously, the closer we get to Shinjuku and all that kind of station, better it is. But still waiting for the red. Do all that.
and get a bit of banter for the lads. But I'm sure it's nothing too tricky to take. A few folk hanging about. Oh, there we go, we've got the green. Happy days. There we go. Sayonara. Okay, so now we've got the green. We've got a few taxis going.
Oh, how sweet.
Taxis
It looks
are in
like he's
there.
made some friends. Anyway, the nearer we get to Shinjuku Station, the more exclusive the shops get. Take a look what is past. Gucci, Louis Vuitton, probably a place that only sells belts to billionaires. You name it, it's here. So while he stumbles through Tokyo's unofficial catwalk for people who smell expensive, here are 5 exciting facts about Tokyo.
Fun times.
Tokyo's train system moves 14 billion passengers a year. That's billion with a B.
Golden guy is.
2. Shinjuku Station is the busiest of all those stations, which we will be passing. It has over 200 exits. It's not a station, it's a lifestyle choice. Tokyo has over 200 million Michelin star restaurants. That was number 3, by the way. Number 4, more people live in Tokyo than chairs are in Europe, which may or may not be true. And 5, there are more people in Tokyo than paper clips in your office or local stationery shop. And again, could be true. Anyway, he's still also calling it Shinjuku and not Shinjuku, even though he's actually in the area and the signs all over the place have the U. I hate to say that, American, go figure, but go figure.
We just need to wait again for another green light. Hey. And we'll get that green light. Will take us. Actually, it says to go down there and then up there. There's a few different variations of this route that I can go, so I'm going to go down, up, down, up. And will take us near the station. We can get down for there. Once we're there, we'll sort out a nice wee route for coming back. Oh, I've got the green. Missed the green because I was too busy chatting, which is absolutely fine. You're all right having a natter. And I call this the, you walk about the place looking like the Statue of Liberty. So in Scottish terms, you feel a little bit of a fanny, but you've just got to build a little bit of brass neck and no care and just walk through. So we're heading towards Godzilla's head. And it's literally 8 minutes walk away. So 8 minutes is not going to be too bad. It's not too bad a trek to get. Hopefully we'll be able to get some nice selfie shots, which is what I'm going for. But there. Busy, busy, busy. See all the lovely people. Nice smell. And Godzilla head, 7 minutes away. I do want to look for the cat as well. I hope I'm going to see the cat here. So I think that is that. Oh yeah, it's one of the streets as well from over there where you go over there, and we'll go over there and we'll take the first to one of the. It doesn't look too busy actually. I mean, it's busy, but it's not crazy busy. And Godzilla. all the streets leading up to it. A lot of kind of party people in the house. But it's that time of day. You're near the main station. There's still a lot of people making their way home. Different nights out, different places. The boys zooming about on a bike, pretty fast. That electric bike, I think so. Few stragglers going out to a taxi. The station, I think that's the station entry over there actually. It's nice to see it so quiet. And this is some more of the fresh orange machines. And we're at Shinjuku Station now. I do recognise a lot of this, to be fair. And we'll get there. Some nice bits and pieces down there as well. Still busy for kicking on 5 AM. So this is Shinjuku.
It's Shinjuku.
At 5 AM on a Saturday morning, and still a few different crowds floating about the place. Look wasted, some not so wasted, very smiley, and we're heading right in the perfect place for the old Godzilla's head. So we're right down this road. I mean, to be fair, it's pretty heaving for 5 AM. A lot of wasted people. So I'll wait here, cross the road. Once we cross the road, we can get a few nice pictures. Nice busy locals, doing local things, being local people. And we can see just up there, we've got the, I'll show you the view from above. Got there, Godzilla's head is up there. This is obviously right in the heart of Shinjuku. I'll walk down that street, take you to the bottom of that street. You'll see all the bits and pieces that you can get there. And we'll see what other, oh, we got some green. We got some green. And yeah, a lot of stragglers, as I say, still floating about. So that's us reached the destination point, and right in the heart of
And that was that.
Shinjuku.
My walk from Akasaka to Shinjuku complete. But I did want to check out that 3D cap first, so I took a little look, and guess what? It wasn't there.
The cat is missing.
So I jumped on a subway train, God knows how I got through that station, and I was back in Akasaka. Streets a lot more calmer, a lot less drunkenness, and just a more mellow vibe. I made my way back to my nice little accommodation. Sorry, just distracted at how ridiculously clean that bin truck is. Anyway. Okay, so if you're still not sick of me after like a 40-odd minute video, then you're a mentalist. Welcome on board. Anyway, if you want to see a little bit more, check out my 7-Eleven Foods of Japan video. That nice little square that's just appeared. And I'm going to go through these magical doors and leave you for the moment. Bye for now.